Welcome and thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global, the host here. Today, we are diving into a significant development from the United States Food and Drug Administration that could shape the future of digital health. On August 18, 2026, the FDA released a discussion paper titled Considerations for the Regulation of Generative AI-Enabled Medical Devices. This isn't a draft guidance, but rather a proactive step by the agency to gather public and industry feedback before formalizing its regulatory approach. This is a critical opportunity for stakeholders to influence the regulatory landscape for one of the most transformative technologies in healthcare. Unlike traditional artificial intelligence and machine learning, or AI/ML, which often focuses on predictive tasks based on specific training data, Generative AI, or GenAI, creates new content. This could be anything from synthetic medical images for training to personalized patient communication, or even drafting clinical documentation. The non-deterministic and adaptive nature of these models presents unique challenges for regulators. The FDA recognizes that its existing framework for AI/ML medical devices may not be sufficient to address the complexities of GenAI, particularly regarding safety, effectiveness, and quality. The agency is therefore seeking input on a wide range of topics to ensure its approach is both robust and flexible enough to foster innovation while protecting public health. This discussion paper directly impacts any medical device manufacturer currently developing or planning to incorporate GenAI into their products. This includes software as a medical device, or SAMD, as well as traditional hardware devices that leverage GenAI for diagnostics, treatment planning, or operational functions. The FDA has outlined several key areas where it is seeking specific feedback. First is the area of risk assessment. How should the risks associated with a device that can generate novel and potentially incorrect outputs be classified and mitigated? The agency is asking how existing risk management frameworks like ISO 14971 can be adapted for the unique failure modes of GenAI, such as hallucinations or algorithmic bias. Another critical area is pre-market evaluation. What kind of evidence will be required to demonstrate a GenAI-enabled device is safe and effective? The FDA is questioning how manufacturers can adequately validate a model whose outputs are not always predictable. This includes considerations for the transparency of the model, the quality of the data used to train it, and the methods for testing its performance across diverse patient populations. Furthermore, the agency is exploring post-market monitoring. Given that GenAI models can evolve or drift over time as they're exposed to new data, continuous oversight is essential. The discussion paper asks for input on what a real-world performance plan should look like for these devices and how manufacturers should handle significant updates or changes to the underlying model after it has been cleared or approved. The deadline for submitting feedback on this discussion paper is October 19, 2026. This is a firm date, and it provides a relatively short window for the industry to respond. We believe it is crucial for affected companies to take action now. Here are a few practical steps your regulatory, quality, and R&D teams should consider. First, immediately download and perform a detailed review of the discussion paper. Understand the specific questions the FDA is asking and how they relate to your product pipeline. Second, assemble a cross-functional team to analyze the paper's implications. Your engineers, clinicians, and regulatory experts all bring a unique perspective that is vital for crafting a comprehensive response. Third, if GenAI is part of your strategic roadmap, we strongly recommend formulating and submitting formal comments to the FDA docket before the October 19th deadline. This is a rare chance to help shape the regulations that will govern your products for years to come. Finally, use this as an opportunity to conduct a gap analysis of your current AI/ML development and quality management processes against the potential future requirements outlined by the FDA. The FDA's proactive approach signals a new era of collaborative regulation for advanced digital health technologies. By engaging with the industry early, the agency aims to create a predictable and transparent pathway for GenAI-enabled medical devices. The feedback provided by stakeholders will directly influence the forthcoming draft guidance and ultimately the final regulations. If your organization needs assistance navigating the complexities of regulatory strategy or preparing submissions for novel technologies in the US or other global markets, we invite you to check out Pure Global. In the episode description, you will find links to our free AI-powered regulatory tools and our extensive device database. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.